Hello everyone, this is Ghetto Mozart. We are playing some Schedule 1 today, and I'm going to go ahead and continue this main world I've been playing on. We're going to be tweaking the docks a little bit. We just did a completely new build since this employee update. We're still on the beta. This update hasn't released to regular Schedule 1 yet. But we're going to be changing our cocoa grow at the docks to OG Kush. I'll explain that as we go through. But before we get started here, I guess we're going to go ahead and get body searched first. I think I have drugs in here, so we're going to have to make a run. We out. Wait, did I not have drugs in there? Oh, sweet, I don't. Okay. I swore I had some stuff in there. Well, cool. But yeah, before we get started, I was looking at some analytics. I said this in one of my other videos too, but only about 2% of you are subscribed that view this channel. So if you really like this content, please don't hesitate to subscribe. It really does help out. Leave a like and a comment once in a while too. But enough about that. Let's get into this build, and I'm gonna talk you through it as we go in. Music's nice, it's just a little loud here. Let's turn it down. So yeah, I'll link the video for this build. But I really like this setup. It's working really well. They're just finishing up a huge cocoa grow. I've given a lot of that product just to my dealers randomly. Except for Way, he has all cocaine affinity customers. But we'll be going over that some other time. Really excited about that dealer video. So yeah, we have, okay, so they're finished up their last cook. They have about 5 minutes on those. And do we have any extra cocoa leaves? We do. We'll have them cook this while we're tearing down or setting up the other stuff. So a lot of this will keep the same. But I do want to remake our delivery mix. I'll explain that too. So originally, when I say delivery mix, I don't have any on me, but there's a 4 mix that you can do with OG Kush. I have to look it up. I think it's like, let me just look it up real quick. I have it. There it is. Yeah, so if you just use OG Kush as a base product, Kook, Donut, Energy Drink, Mouthwash, in that order, it'll be a nice mix that you can take when you're doing deals at night. It'll make you run faster, jump higher, be less discoverable or identifiable to the police. That's sneaky. Then the last effect, well, second to last effect is energizing. It just gives you some more energy. And I think the energizing has to do you see that white bar at the bottom when I punch? And it'll recharge. I'm pretty sure that's energizing. That'll make that recharge faster or go down slower. Now, I could be wrong. That's just how I understand energizing compared to like athletic buffs. But yeah, I definitely want to make that, because it used to be in the bungalow, but we just got done with another build in the bungalow. I think we'll have plenty of room. I'm thinking about doing it up here in this little corner, because this is something that we're not going to use all the time, but it's definitely going to be used. So let's see how it fits up here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Maybe we can put like this jukebox there and maybe another mixer right here. So we will need 4 mixers, but it'll work out great because we're not going to be using these cauldrons, of course, for just an OG Kush grow. So let's move this jukebox. Turn it down too. Oh, this is gonna mess up the song. That's okay. How about... It's a good one. That Benji feeling. Okay, we're gonna put some extra product in our... Not in our van, we don't have room. Maybe just a random... Right here. Okay. It's gonna be kind of cool if this works out to use mixers and such up here. I've never used this area up here, except for just storage and beds, but yeah, with these lockers, we could honestly redo all the lockers. See, let's do that. You can, I really like how they're on the wall and you can see whose locker it is, but it's still hard. Like, I'm not sure if Pamela Smith is a chemist, a botanist, a cleaner. Same with Jeffrey. I'm really looking forward to maybe adding like color coding just like the beds were. But until then, you can just you can stack them side by side and they are super efficient with space. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll have to reassign all these, which is kind of a pain. But that's okay. I think it would bother me a little bit of my OCD or something if we didn't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at that. Now, where can we put the last few here? Just maybe on the... Is this 8? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Maybe we'll put them all in here. Maybe we should just put racks in here. And I've been thinking about the build, not so much the upstairs storage like this. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with this room up here. See how this looks. Yeah, I got a ton of racks. When I first started playing, as many of you know, I bought a ton of Vapors, but in addition to a ton of Vapors, I had this entire docks filled with just racks of extra supplies. I thought it'd be a great idea to stock up on like gas mart mixing ingredients. Hindsight, it did not really speed up anything. Actually, I think slowed down progression a lot. Okay, well, we have 2 more lockers to put up. How about right here? That looks good. And I think it looks kind of cool with a jukebox right here. Although it's not even. You see how it's just one space? That's okay. Put it... We'll do this. Should look looks like shit. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to make it like this, although this is not evenly spaced. Alright, whatever. Let's get to the build. I'm farting around up here. We'll fill up these while we're up here. And then we're gonna start switching over to OG Kush from the Cocoa. You guys have noticed I get sidetracked pretty easily. Pretty easily sidetracked, but that's okay. We're back on track here. And these are still cooking. Alright, these are ready to collect, but the dang chemists I just unassigned, so let me assign them a locker really quick just so they can finish up here. We're going to give them the lockers in here, the 2 chemists. Now again, we're only going to have 1 chemist with this OG Kush grow. We might even try to lock the chemist up here. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, maybe. Okay. So we have a bed over here. This is what I call my Harry Potter bed. Alright, Kingpin 57. Not bad. Haven't been trying to level, we just really been building. Now, let's go ahead and order a ton of seeds. I may regret this, but we're going big for this build. 160, that's a full van full. Let's do it. Then we can use Handy Hank's, because this is at the bungalow right now. Handy Hank, let's go ahead and get 160 or are we using fertilizer here? Let me think here for a second. I think we do want fertilizer. Okay, so the plan is to have loading dock 1 for all those resources. Okay, so we're going to be able to fire a chemist. Maybe hire 1 more handler. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Now, the reason I'm setting up the docks, which is the biggest area, or the biggest property that has the most area, is we're going to have the most demand with weed. So, as I was explaining, showing you just a little bit, excuse me, as I was explaining just a little bit earlier, how I'm going to set up my dealers here soon, we're going to have the most demand for weed, or OG Kush is what we're going to be growing. So, oh, I didn't place this order. Let's place this order. That'd be cool if this scrolled. You see how that's kind of that looks pretty goofy. Like a little scroll bar right there. That'd be awesome. Okay. I don't think I finished what I was saying, but I kind of lost my train of thought as well. So we're just going to keep on tearing this down. Alright, last 5 minutes. This should be the only things left. Okay, we have some extra gasoline. We'll put that upstairs or something. This is a banger too. What's this one called? Is this Violently High? Nice. I listen to this stuff so much now, I'm starting to learn the names. We'll throw all the cauldrons, lab ovens here. Wow, I got a ton of packaging stations. I don't know why I have so many of those. Just toss them over here. Okay, rest of the gasoline can go upstairs. And then we'll grab these 2 lab ovens here in a second. Got the signs. Now, since we're going to be using fertilizer, I don't think we're going to use drying racks. Okay, are we going to use drying racks here? Let me think. You know what? Why not? I don't think I've ever made heavenly quality weed. Maybe at one point. But why not? You know, we already got the drying rack set up. I mean, yeah, why not? We're using fertilizer. They're not gonna have to dry for too long. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's use drying racks. I want to keep this same setup. It's working really well. So, all we're gonna have to do is fire 1 chemist. So, who is this? Oh, these are 2 different chemists, huh? Here's what we'll do. We will fire James. No, let's fire Paul. He's a little further away. Paul. I just want to make sure I can't. I don't think I can transfer. I don't have any room. What I've been doing with the sweatshop is up until recently, I left that with 0 employees. And that would be where I just swapped out an employee. Like this is where I'd send him, but I forgot I already have one there. So let's go ahead and just fire Paul. You done, Paul? You gonna walk away? Okay. And then we'll unassign this lab oven from Paul. Maybe that's why he's hanging out. I've also had, since this last update, the employee update, I have had glitches where like the workers would just hang out here. So that might be what's happening with him. But although he hangs out, you know, he's still, from my experience and my me seeing these workers do this, there's still a slot open. Like we can still interact with him and stuff, but we can't fire him again. So I guess as soon as you fire him, it does open up a slot here. But let's see. Oh yeah, you can check it right here. So he's just got fired. He opened up a slot, but you can. Yeah, he should be gone. Let's just say he should be gone. Alright, so the chemist is going to finish up those last 2 lab ovens. I think we're going to do some filtering here real quick. But first, we really need to check out these handlers. I want to count how many routes we have. And that we will have. Because we might be able to just, you know, let this thing go for weeks. So, just say Thomas here. Thomas, let's go get your locker. Nope, we're not. I don't want him to unload yet. We're just gonna say okay, so we'll need 1 handler for the mixing up here. I think what we'll do is trap the chemist right here. Okay, so I think Thomas is going to be our... No, I'm sorry. I think Jesse is going to be our handler that helps the chemist upstairs with our mixing. So we're not going to be doing automated mixing for that. I tried that with the delivery mix I was explaining with earlier, and it just made way too much. We'll probably use 1 or 2 product a day of that. So what I plan on doing is just parking a van. It says loading dock 0, but this is actually loading dock 2. See, they're kind of bugged here. But yeah, loading. Just make sure this is loading dock 2. It will show up like that as this other loading dock 2. Watch. Loading dock 0, loading dock 0. Little bug, but just make sure to keep those separate. This is loading bay 2 to the storage rack upstairs. Now, just to sort this real quick, we're going to have banana. We're going to have kook. Oh, do I have the same, or do I have the right recipe here? Let me check again real quick. I think this is... Let's see, banana, yeah, I was right, cool. Banana kook. Then we got paracetamol. We got gasoline. Wait, I'm entering my normal mix. Jeez. I did have the right one there. This is the one I was talking about earlier. Jeez, okay. Redo. This is gonna be kook. This is gonna be donut. And again, this is just a delivery mix that's gonna give us energizing, athletic, anti-gravity, and sneaky. Energy drink and mouthwash. Cool. Now we'll go ahead and set up this bottom one as well. Let's have 2 tabs for each. Kook, donut. energy drink, mouthwash. Alright. Now, do I have a sign? Yeah, I got a sign. We'll say delivery mixing. Now, I'm going to label this. Again, you guys know how I like my labels. Kook. Oops. Kook. 1. 2 is donut. Let's do this. 2 donut. Too many periods if I do it like that. Let's do comma. Comma. 3 energy drink. 4. Oh, okay, thank goodness. That would have sucked. Mouthwash. Okay. So that should be set up for that. Now, this handler... Okay, if we have a handler stuck up here, let me see. We're going to be able to cage these workers. We won't need a chemist for anything else. Not for OG Kush. So if we're going to need the handler up here, taking from here to here. Ooh, maybe we can have them like unload to this shelf. I think that's what we're going to do here. Okay, so go ahead, we're just gonna set up these mixers. Threshold to 10 on each one, and then just on down the line. Of course, we will label these. This destination is gonna be this rack. And what I'm thinking is if we get a few safes and a few more signs. Safes, there we go. If we do something like this, we'll trap them in there. So I'm going to take this out until we do, put it in there. This is mixer 1. Kook. We're going to change this a little bright right there. It's kind of a little trick I like to do is hide them behind all the stations. Pretty nice, huh? I'm going to make a video of just like aesthetically pleasing stuff I've found in my time playing. I have like 350 hours now. What the heck? This game's got me addicted like I got my customers addicted, I guess. Set it. If you set it just right below, you can't see anything, and you can still turn it on. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Okay, this will be mixer 2. It's a donut. Mixer 3 is going to be energy drink. And mixer 4, mouthwash. Wash. There we go. Okay, and we'll probably... Let's go ahead and do this now. We'll put a safe in front of this. I think we can... Okay, I think we can not get in there. Put this behind. Nice. Okay. We'll put this there, so the only way they can get out is here. Let's assign the chemist to these, and we'll do the routes real quick for the handler. And that will be our little delivery mix up there. Oh yeah, he's fired. This chemist... I'm guessing he's done back here. He is, but he doesn't have that output right. Whatever. Okay. Now let's go assign him upstairs. Now, we're not bricking anything. Yeah, originally, just letting this run for a while, we bricked everything. But that was just because we needed space really bad. So we're not going to be bricking anything. Let's take these. Okay. It's coming together. Coming together alright. Chemist. Alright, James. Let's see if we can't get you locked away up here. Assign him in order, 1 through 4. 4. Make sure this destination is set. Get large storage rack. Okay, so we're actually not going to have this particular handler unload. We'll say this handler unload to this rack. So that will be the supplies or the mixing ingredients for our delivery mix. He's going to help that out, and then we'll have Jesse. Jesse up here will be the chemist helper. He'll take from this rack 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mixer 1, mixer 2, mixer 3, and mixer 4. Now, I think he is going to have an extra route. Do we need him to do anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, the chemist should take it directly from this when it's done to this rack. And then from this rack we can... Yeah, we'll just take it from this rack. Would look better if we did something like this. I think they can step over right here. I think this will work. I think they go up right there, and then we'll put a safe to block them in. Reset this destination here. Alright. So Jesse and James. Jesse James. They'll be the dynamic duo up there, making our delivery mix. Okay, now let me hop around to see. I don't think nice. I did not set this. So that's perfect since we're going to be doing OG Kush. We'll stick with, who is this, Thomas? Yeah, Thomas can be our unloader. So anytime we need this delivery mix, I'm just going to have a Viper van I loaded myself of 40 of each product. Park it here. Thomas will unload it and let the chemists and the handler up here take charge. Again, that's only going to be for our delivery mix once in a while. We don't use too much of it nightly. So Thomas is also going to take loading bay 1 here and go to this shelf, this shelf, this shelf. Let's see. Soil, seeds, fertilizer, that's 3. Four. Maybe we do 4 on the other side. I think we'll have plenty of room for that, or plenty of routes. Get some more racks here. It's going to be a lot of sorting to fill up. There we go. Oops. Okay. He's got the 4 on the left side. From loading bay 1 to these 4 racks over here. Now I'll show you how I have them set up, but we'll change it here in a second. This is all fertilizer. We'll keep that. All soil, keep that. This is cocoa seeds. We need this to be OG Kush. Okay, there's 1. This is just the tedious part. It takes a little bit of time, but definitely worth it to set it up. All this item filtering. Super cool. Kush. And Kush. Get rid of cocoa seed. 4 more on this side to do. Two more. Kush. And Kush. Oops. Kush. Okay. Oh, extremely loud vehicle outside. Wow, that was extremely loud. I don't know what that was. A semi, maybe? Apologies for that if it was loud. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that or not. It's a beautiful day out. It might actually be a motorcycle we heard. Okay. Now, since we fired this handler, we can hire someone else. Do we want a botanist? We don't need a chemist. So it's really if we want a botanist or another handler. Well, let's set up this a little bit more and see if we have any needs that I'm not thinking of. Okay, all the botanists luckily are already set up with air pots and drying racks. So that's super nice. We gotta set up this, this is Steven here. He's been with us for a long time. Steven will have the other 4. Wait, that's not gonna work. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't think we're gonna use the other 4 on this side. What we can do... Okay, so that's 4. Man, look how confusing that is. It looks like all loading dock 1, but this one's actually loading dock 2 if you remember. See that? Okay, so Thomas has the 4 on the right, and then we will do this. We need 1 more shelf here. And this can be the supply shelf. Or should we make this a supply shelf here? We could really do it anywhere. We do a supply shelf right here too. Kind of crowded right there. Let's do that. Make sure it's lined up. Yep. Okay, so what we're gonna do with Steven here is he's gonna take this, this, and this rack. And this is going to be the botanist supply rack. So this will always be loaded. This rack should always have supplies if there's supplies in the building. Thomas is going to unload it to these 4 racks. Steven's going to take these 4 racks to this. The botanists are going to take from this storage rack. Grow. Drying racks are next after the pots. And then from the drying racks we have to set all these. The destination is going to be the safes up there. Which, let's get another safe. Since we're not bricking anything, we'll be a little constrained, or a little constraint on space. We'll do like, can't go out that way. I think we'll just do 2. Final product on this sign. I'm not sure if I want this back here. First, it kind of looked like a frame, but now it kind of just looks goofy. I think that looks better. Okay. But I do want one of these storage racks. We'll put it over my bed here. I do like having, extra stuff. Plant trimmers just in case. Now, let's go ahead and set up the destinations for the drying racks. Again, you can select all these. Left click, left click, left click, left click, hit E, destination. All of them right there. Alright. Ooh, this is full. Let's get this out of here. I got too much junk here. Alright. Put that in there. Remember again, if you shift click, even though you have it whitelisted, it's only for the workers. It'll still let you shift click anything into those slots. Alright. I think we're getting ready to turn this on. We can at least... Okay, fertilizer, soil. Weed. What is this over here? Okay. That's fine. So let's go ahead and make these OG Kush seeds as well. And Kush. Okay, so that's 1 full rack plus 30. So 110. What an odd number. I think we're gonna do this. Make it 120 at least. Yeah, 40 plus 1 full rack, that's 120 units. Yeah, this should help our deliveries be a little bit better. Yeah, so these 4 racks will hold 120 of each. Of course, we do not need anywhere near that much soil. We only need 40 soil. But this will work out great, I think. And then we just have to set 1 more filters over, or this rack has filters over here. OG Kush. Gonna be 3, 3, 2. 3 OG Kush. 3 fertilizer. And then 2 slots for soil. Fertilizer and fertilizer. This is going to be soil, the blue soil. Extra long life lasting. Alright. Now we got to set the Botanist supplies. Ooh, that was important because their old supply shelf was this one. So we need to reassign it to this one. We have 4 botanists. Now what we might do is just add a botanist. Because remember, we still do have another worker we can hire here. I forget who I just... Okay, good. Supply this one. And lastly, supplies from here. And we got those destinations set. We do not have these destinations set. So left click all 4 of those, hit E, destination to this safe. Alright. Looking good, coming together. We need... Let's empty this van a little bit. It has got so much trash and junk in it. Throw all this stuff upstairs. That looks so nice with all those lockers like that. take that. We'll take that. Signs go right here. Yeah, I don't really have any of this organized, but I do have a few shelves where I remember stuff. Yeah, all these signs, like in that middle shelf. I think we're ready to turn this on. I'm thinking we just get one more botanist. All right, can we take that from any of the properties? We're growing. No, I don't think we have any extra botanists. So we'll have to wait till 6 p.m. to get those. But we can turn this on. At least plan out and build where the next botanist is going to go. I don't think we have anything in the back room. So let me get 2 racks here. I just put these away. There. So we'll have 2 racks, 6 total pots. And I think we're going to have something like this. Oh, there's so much room back here. Yeah, we'll do this. Put all 6 of them right here. A few less steps to walk. And we'll do this. Keep it in line with these. That looks nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and select 1, 2, 3. These are going to go to this one. Right click to unselect. Manage this. Seed, any additive. Let's go fertilizer for all these. I forgot to do that for these. Fertilizer. You can leave seed as any. You guys know I like to change my worlds a lot, so alright, this destination needs to be the same as these ones. Doesn't really matter. Make sure, yep, they're all going to that one. And then this drying rack, again, I know we don't need it. We don't need Heavenly, but why not? And then this drying rack to this left safe. Now everything should be set up now. It's pretty good timing. We can go get a botanist. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa. That's not where that goes. Alright. 5 and 6. Cool. Yeah, looks good. Let's go get another botanist and let's turn this on. Assign some lockers here. And they should start working. Yep, there's our loader getting to work. Ryan has been an employee here for a long time. And what am I doing here? Put him on the last one. Yeah, Ryan's a little cheater. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, another locker, and this guy will get to work. Remember, he's going to be stocking the supply shelf. And Thomas is stocking these 4 shelves from the unload. Another handler. Let's do all the botanists, and then we're going to try and trap these, or cage them upstairs, remember. So let's go ahead and do the locker. We'll leave 1 space for the other handler. Just try and keep them all in 1 spot. There we go. Alright, next botanist. That one. Looking good. Pamela. There you go. And Jeffrey. Look at that. Would you look at that? Ryan's the only one not working. Maybe I'm too hard on Ryan here. Oh my gosh, for a second I thought it was fixed. Okay, let's try and trap these guys up here. So all we gotta do is... So we can do this at the same exact time. This is gonna be a locker for the handler. So we'll assign the handler there. And then we'll pay them both at the same time. Oh, I do gotta go get some resources too, huh? Or some mixing ingredients. So we'll go get a van full of mixing ingredients. We will... She already got a locker. You know what? I'm gonna put the 2 lockers in the little room up here. That's gonna be these guys that are caged. So she can have that one. James. Oh, that was the handler. Okay, so she can have, the chemist can have the other locker up there. That's what it was. Well, where the heck is she assigned? Am I going crazy? Oh, that is James. James and Jesse. Okay, I got them mixed up there. Jesse, you're going up here, and then the last botanist will be this 3rd locker here. We'll take this out. We'll just take this out too. Remember, these are the caged workers. Let's do this. Caged worker number 1. Caged worker number 2. That is way too bright right there. We're gonna do our little trick here. No, we're not. Oh, can we reach it? Yes. Okay, that looks good. Here's another little trick I like to do. With the lockers, if they're on the wall. If you do this, just below, and you can turn it on. That's a little high. Oh, got 2 of them too high. Oh, okay, well, we'll just redo the whole thing. Crap. We do this. Maybe there. Turn that on. And it'll look like a locker light in addition to lighting up the room. Is that kind of cool? If you guys have ever had a locker, usually there's a little light up there for work or whatever. Yeah, just do this before you assign all the lockers, because let's go do that again. And then we'll go get a botanist, and we'll get some mixing ingredients. Alright, they're growing pretty nice already. There's the chemist. And Jesse, the handler. I think we're good. Have to set. Oh, we have not set this yet. So this product. Let's see. Let me think about this for a second here. If we want to automatically unload it, 40, 40, 40. It's only 8 slots. Okay. What I'm thinking right now is how we're gonna get the OG Kush up here. We could just put it in the van with the supplies. We do have another route. I think we have 2 more routes. I think we can make this work with... Okay, 1 route, 2 routes, right on. So I think what we can do is have... this loading bay. I think this is Steven. Loading bay 2. Remember, we're only using loading bay 2 for mixing ingredients. And I plan to park it myself just because all my deliveries... We need some more. All my deliveries at the barn right now. So let's order some more of that. Again, this is only for the delivery mix. So I don't have to like stop and make it and mix it myself. And we had extra room here, so why not? Okay, let me go get... an empty van. Do I have any empty vans around here? I don't know. Let's go find one. Well, there's a car at least. There's a pink van. Wonder if that one's empty. But we also need to go get a botanist, remember, and we'll assign him. Okay, that's not empty. Oh, an empty van. Right on. Alright, we're going to get a botanist. See if we can launder and stuff real quick. Nice. Deposit. Yeah, I still launder every time I think about it. It's like a little dopamine boost or something every time you launder money. Ooh. I like to take this little shortcut around. Of course, you can always park a vehicle in front of the police station steps, but I'm starting to feel a little guilty, so I let them out. That's what always happens though. I get distracted by trying to launder some money. We need a botanist and we need some ingredients here. You can go right behind these cops too. Go around like this. Oh. Get out of the way, white car. What the heck? Do this and drive right in. Alright. 1 botanist for the docks warehouse, please. Botanist, docks warehouse, deal. And then we need 40 of each material. You know, what I'm thinking is we'll do 40 of each. It's only 8 slots. And then we'll fill up the rest of the van with OG Kush. Again, we do not use a lot of this. It's just the delivery mix. This does not have... It has an access bay, but it doesn't have like an auto load at this gas mart. Oops. What did I do? Oh. Must have fat fingered the console. What is it? Kook, donut, energy drink, mouthwash. Kook, donut, energy drink, mouthwash. Alright. It's in the back of the van. And where do I have OG Kush at? Let me think here. I feel like I had bricks of it somewhere. Let's see, we got meth in the storage unit. before that, let's check the motel here. Sleep too. Okay. Oh, there's the delivery mix that I was talking about. See, energizing, sneaky, athletic, anti-gravity. That's what we're making right now. But, yeah, right there I just have 40 chilling there. We're probably not going to use this very often at all, but it'll definitely save us some time when... There it is! Okay. OG Kush. Yeah, we don't need anything special. Yeah, this will work. Let's just unpack these bricks real quick. Let's put this there. Okay, cool. Yeah, that will be 100 OG Kush. That'll be plenty. And I'm thinking about a shelf, which we have at the docks. Okay, let's head back to the docks. Cool, pretty successful so far, no hiccups. Minus the chemist that is just hanging out after being fired. Coming in hot. Alright, how we doing in here? Looking good. Okay. Have we started drying yet? We have. Now, this is going to take 2 tiers to dry. It's going to take a long time. 12 hours. But we have so many plants, and now we have an entire other botanist. Now, I think this is going to be plenty of output. Plenty. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's go ahead and set this botanist up real quick. She's got these 6 air pots back here. This drying rack and this drying rack. And did we already set these? Oh, nice. We already set these up. Okay. Now, this. We need... Here's what I'm thinking for this. We need a wall shelf. I think chemists, or I'm sorry, I think handlers can interact with wall shelves, but we will find out. Oops. Let's see if we can't. Ooh, I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna whitelist this for our delivery mix. Uh-oh. Tell me I can look up delivery mix. So it's named. Okay, this is going to be a pain in the ass if I can't do this. Well, the plan here, this is going to be output. Okay, this will work, yep. So, our delivery mix final destination is going to be this storage rack. I'm going to set the top 4 for only the delivery mix. I'm not sure how to look it up though. What if we looked up like bio donut? That's my... Okay, now why doesn't delivery mix come up? That's the name of... Anyways, we'll set the bottom 4 as OG Kush seeds, or OG Kush product. Allowed quality, any of it. So just OG Kush, and we'll unload to this rack. Regular OG Kush in. And then the delivery mix. Let's go. We're not going to need this wall-mounted shelf. So it's going to be 80 slots for that. Put this shit back here. Okay. Let's go get one of the delivery mixes. I should have brought some with me, but I didn't. I thought we could just look it up, honestly. But who has the extra? I think Steven has the... Well, sorry about that, everyone. I didn't realize my hard disk was out of space, so it was still recording, but it wasn't saving anything. I went ahead and finished up the video, unknowingly not saving anything. So I'll show you just kind of, I think, where we left off here. But we were able to get both these workers trapped. Jesse James are up here. Yeah, so I did not figure out how to filter or find my delivery mix, and I haven't tried again because there's just way too many product I've discovered. So this should work fine as long as you filter just the mixer parts. You'll see that this is working great. You know, I didn't have to whitelist all this stuff, but or I'm sorry, we did not whitelist all this stuff because we don't really have to. Remember, the original plan was to have half of this OG Kush, half of this the delivery mix, but since we can't find the item filtering for delivery mix, we just put an extra storage rack right here for the output. And then yeah, this one is what I think Steven is unloading to. Let's see if this is Steven. Yep. So Steven is just unloading, but we're gonna actually get rid of this. I'm sorry, we're probably not gonna use this much. We're going to keep it on Steven. So this is if we park a van. We just have some OG cushion here from somewhere in the world. I know I have so much just random product and everything. But if I want to park a vehicle here with just OG Kush for this delivery mix, I can. But what we're probably going to just do, and this is how we have it set up, is this pot right here has no additives. It's only OG Kush, and it's going directly to this storage rack. So one of our 30 pots here is just going to be growing for us, as in like that's what our delivery mix is going to be, just to speed us up, help us with deals or whatever we're doing. So yeah, we'll keep that set up on Steven just in case we do want to drop something off here. But yeah, this is working really well. I think the final... Oh man, they've been pumping. I haven't even been on this world. So yeah, this is going to be just fine. With how many air pots and everything we have, I was worried that this was going to slow it down. You know, what we might end up doing is having this botanist back here. It doesn't seem like we're gonna need any more pots. I might end up having, what is this? I might have Paul do some more drying racks. But we'll see. This is already working really well. We probably don't even need any more output. I mean, this has got 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. Yeah, 9 bricks already. So what we'll do is we'll end up taking this to the barn to be mixed, And like I mentioned in the beginning, with how we're going to be setting our world up, the OG Kush is going to be our highest demand product. And I know we don't have to go to Heavenly, but it's pretty fun too. Why not? But yeah, I'm going to be releasing, of course, like a 10-minute overview of this build. So if you didn't catch the whole thing, yeah, look out for that. But thanks again for joining me. I have a really good time doing these builds and thinking them out. Again, I'm going to start streaming soon, probably this week, so I'll make a post and let you all know about that. But yeah, let me know how this build goes for you guys if you all try it. I'm really happy with how the Jesse and James got trapped here. Seems really efficient, cool little setup that we were able to do just because of the new lockers. You know, we save so much space. So yeah, don't forget to like and sub if you like this video. Look out for the overview if you don't want to watch this whole thing, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.